I am going to show you how to take care of that port before you inject anything. Alcohol, flush your hands with the sterile gloves. Put the alcohol, scrub the port 15 seconds, removing as much debris, if there is any, from around the port. Let it dry up 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Access it, release, check for blood return all the time. Once you know there's a blood return, flush, positive pressure cap, so you're flushing, you're still pushing and removing it, and then clamp. That is how you take care of the port. You clean before you flush. The old way, which I don't want you to do, is this. This is still being practiced up to now. 1, 2, wrong. 1, 2, wrong. It's this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 15. 12, 13, 14, 15. That's the correct way. You need sterile gauze 2x2 with the alcohol pad on top, just like that. You also need to prepare your flushes. Put it on the side, and this is how you clean. You hold the 2x2 gauze underneath, hold with your other hand, and twist and clean up just like you're juicing an orange, and count 1 to 15, 15 to 30 seconds. Okay? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let that hop dry up for about 5 or 10 seconds. Prime your cap, luer lock it, open the clamp, pull the plunger backwards to test it for blood return. Once there's blood return, you flush it. Push, 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 and while you're still pushing it, you are disconnecting. That was for a cap that is positive pressure. Positive pressures caps are generally fatter than neutral caps or negative caps. Prime your cap. I am showing you a negative pressure cap. Luer lock. Open the clamp. Check for blood return. And this is how you flush a negative pressure cap. Put your finger on the clamp. Push, push, push. While you're still pushing it, you close the clamp. You're pushing and you're closing the clamp. Then you remove it. That is how you flush a negative pressure cap. This is how you flush a neutral cap. You push, 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 stop, push, and you can remove it and you don't have to do anything. That's a neutral cap. Will it hurt if you clamp this? No, it's okay. Do you really have to clamp it? Not really, because it's a neutral cap. It doesn't do anything. We're going to talk about one of the most common practices among nurses called looping. L-O-O-P-I-N-G. Looping is the practice of connecting the exposed end of an IV tubing to the port of the same IV tubing. This is called looping. This is and should be avoided. I will repeat. Looping should be avoided. Instead of looping, the right way of doing it, once you remove it, once you disconnect the IV tubing from your line, cover the exposed end of the IV tubing with a sterile end cap. In most hospitals, it's blue. You need to use this every time you disconnect an IV tubing. You have to cover the exposed end with a sterile end cap. Not, I'll repeat, not loop and covered and connected to the port of the same tubing. This is wrong. You use the blue sterile end cap or a sterile end cap. This is the correct way of doing it.